The show of Ragtime, it's an epic story really about race relations, socioeconomic issues, and how we relate to each other in America. It's focused at the beginning of the 20th century, but the themes and the ideas are really universal and relevant to today's time.
This is a very timely show because it speaks about the world that we ultimately are trying to build and recognizing when there's injustice around us. And I think it ends with a hopeful message that the world will be getting better and will continue to get better if we all fight for a good cause.
It's talking about the different type of groups that were around during that time. So it focuses in on an immigrant group, a Harlem group, and a New Rochelle group, and the differences in their lives. And eventually the story comes together and all of their lives intertwine. Even though they're all so different, they eventually end up connecting all their stories.
The Harlem group, which is an energetic bunch, a bunch that loves to party, they love to dance and mingle, which are the black people, New Rochelle, the white people, but then you have the immigrants coming in, and you will see throughout this musical, they will intertwine. At first, as they're about to intertwine, they realize what they are, and culture pulls them back, but they find a way through this musical to come together.
And they also learn about humanity as a whole, because what we see from our perspective isn't always what everyone else sees. And that's what a lot of people in this show end up learning, is that what I see isn't what other people see, and maybe I can look at things from another person's perspective.
It gives a different aspect. It's about different things, about historical things. There's so many historical figures throughout it, like there's Henry Ford, J.P. Morgan. So it's really cool to look back in history and see like all the bad things, good things, and all that happened during the time period.
It's been a great experience. I've never been in a cast this big before, and I really like making new friends, and this was the perfect way. I thought, wow, community theater is a perfect way of making new friends.
I'm working with a lot of old friends, in particular Lorraine Steinhoff and I are reprising our roles of father and mother from the previous production about 10, 12 years ago. But it's been a wonderful experience, and this is a great cast full of people from different races, different backgrounds, different areas of the state, and all over Delmarva, I believe.
My character, Colehouse Walker Jr., he's an African-American pianist, and he's talented, he's an educated man, he's full of hope. He's getting ready to marry the love of his life, and he's driven to another side, a dark side, because of the racial injustice that he's receiving, and it just drives him mad in this musical, awesome musical. And that's really what it's about. It's about groups coming together, different cultures and backgrounds, and how hard it was to come together.
The show is about a crossroads in America around the turn of the century, told from multiple perspectives, different communities that came with different values and ideas, all struggling to attain the American dream, find the American dream, keep the American dream.
The music is amazing. The characters just draw you in and make you care about them, and tell a wonderful story that is heartbreaking and uplifting and gives you something to really think about at the end of the show.
The soloists in this are fantastic, if I do say so myself, and it is, I think that people are going to really enjoy the bigness of this show. There's so many moving parts, so many things that are happening, and I think that people are just really going to enjoy that.
This will be a great thing to see. We have been working on this for a long time now, so I think it's a great show to see.
But the mature audience will be the audience that really takes a deep takeaway from it.
There's so much about the historical aspect, so it's good for people to come see, and for some people to learn, and for some people to look back on and see all the bad things that happened during this time period and how we learned and moved on and grew from these things.
There's something for everyone. There's some comedy, there's a lot of drama, there's a little romance, singing, dancing. It's got a little bit of everything, and a beautiful score of music to listen to.
The music is amazing. The characters just draw you in and make you care about them, and tell a wonderful story that is heartbreaking and uplifting and gives you something to really think about at the end of the show.
You are going to get the show of your life with this being the 50th anniversary of Possum Point. Players, this is the best musical that you will ever see. Do your research, do your history. You'll see why this musical has won so many awards, and we're getting ready to bring Broadway to Georgetown. So you want to come out.